Let's be honest, most business owners don't avoid continuous improvement because it doesn't work. They avoid it because of what they think it is: a giant corporate program, tons of jargon, consultants with thick binders, and a bunch of extra work on top of an already busy business. So they say, we'll do that later. We're too small for that. We just need more sales, not more systems. Today, I want to clear the air. We're going to walk through 8 big myths about continuous improvement, the beliefs that quietly kill progress in small and mid-sized businesses. And I'll show you what actually works in the real world. By the end, you'll know which beliefs to throw out, what CI really is and isn't, and how to start small without drowning in complexity. Let's jump in. Myth 1. Continuous improvement is a one-time project. Myth number 1, continuous improvement is a project. A lot of people think, we'll do a big improvement, push this quarter, fix everything, and then be done. So they run a workshop, change some processes, feel good for a while, and 6 months later, they're back to firefighting. Here's the reality. Projects have a start and an end. Continuous improvement is a way of operating. Think of it like going to the gym twice versus building a habit of moving your body every week. You don't complete continuous improvement any more than you complete. Customer service, selling, or leadership. What works instead? Commit to small, regular cycles. Weekly huddles to talk about problems and improvements, monthly reviews of key metrics, quarterly focus on 1 or 2 big areas. You're not chasing perfection, you're building a rhythm. Myth 2, it's only for big companies or factories. Myth number 2, continuous improvement is just for big companies or factories. You might think, we're not Toyota. We don't have production lines. We're a small service or online business. That stuff doesn't apply. But look at your business. What you have processes, how leads come in, how you deliver your service, how you handle support and follow up. You have handoffs, marketing, sales, delivery, renewal, and you have waste, delays, rework, miscommunication. Just like any factory, it just looks different. Continuous improvement is simply seeing those flows, fixing the friction, and making them better over time. In a small business, that can look like tightening your follow-up so more leads convert, simplifying onboarding so fewer clients churn, standardizing a few key steps so your team stops reinventing the wheel. The smaller you are, the more every improvement matters because you feel every mistake in your wallet and your calendar. Myth 3, continuous improvement is just cost cutting and layoffs. Myth number 3, continuous improvement is just a fancy way to say cut costs and staff. A lot of owners and employees hear efficiency, lean, process improvement, and immediately think, here come layoffs. We're going to be squeezed harder. They care more about numbers than people. That's a misuse of the idea, not the idea itself. Real continuous improvement focuses on reducing waste, not people, unnecessary steps, waiting time, rework, confusion, duplicated effort, increasing value, better, faster service, more reliable delivery, smoother experiences for customers and staff. Done right, CI should make work easier, not harder, reduce stress, not increase it, free up capacity so your existing team can handle more value-adding work or growth. If the only improvement your business ever does is do the same thing with fewer people, that's not continuous improvement. That's short-term cost cutting, and it usually backfires. Myth 4, we don't have time for continuous improvement. Myth number 4, we don't have time for improvement, we're too busy. This one is everywhere. You're already dealing with emails and customers and orders and fires and team questions. So when someone suggests a weekly huddle or mapping a process or running a small experiment, the default response is, sounds nice, maybe later. But here's the paradox. You're busy because your systems are messy. The reason you feel you don't have time to improve is exactly why you need to. What works instead? Start ridiculously small, a 15-minute weekly improvement huddle, one process map for a key workflow, one small change per week. treat improvement time like client time or maintenance on critical equipment. You wouldn't say, oh, we don't have time to maintain the machine that makes our product. Your processes are that machine. If you never stop to tune them, you'll stay stuck in the no time loop forever. Myth 5, continuous improvement is complicated and technical. Myth number 5, CI is too complicated and technical. People see acronyms and certifications, statistical tools, and think, I didn't go to school for this. We don't have a data department. This is too advanced for my team. The truth? Yes, there are advanced tools. No, you don't need most of them to get big wins. The basics are simple. Define the problem clearly. Ask why it's happening, 5 whys. Come up with a small change to test. Measure what happens. Keep what works, drop what doesn't. That's it. Most small businesses can transform their results using whiteboards, sticky notes, simple spreadsheets, short meetings, and honest conversations about what's broken. If you can, write a sentence and count and talk to your team. You have enough skill to start continuous improvement. The complexity can come later if you need it, but you don't start there. Myth 6, continuous improvement will kill creativity and flexibility. Myth number 6, if we standardize things, we'll kill creativity and flexibility. This usually sounds like we're a creative team, not a factory. We don't want to be robots. Our work is too custom for checklists and processes. Here's the flip. Chaos doesn't protect creativity, it suffocates it. When everyone does things their own way, important steps get missed, information is scattered, deadlines are unclear, your brain spends all its energy just trying to survive the day. Continuous improvement actually protects creativity by standardizing the boring, repeatable parts of the work, freeing mental space for solving interesting problems, reducing avoidable errors so you can take smart risks where it matters. Think of it like sheet music for musicians or a playbook for athletes. Structures and standards don't kill creativity. They give you a base to build on. Myth 7, we need a big program before we start. Myth number 7, we need the perfect plan, software, and training before we start. This is the perfection trap. Owners think, once we pick the right software, then we'll start. Once the team is fully trained, then we'll start. Once we hire a CI manager, then we'll start. And years go by. Here's what actually works. Start with one area of your business, not all of it. Use whatever tools you already have. Whiteboard, shared doc, simple metrics. Run one small improvement experiment, one change to your sales follow-up, one change to onboarding, one change to a painful internal process, then look at the result, talk about it with the team, decide the next improvement. You don't build a continuous improvement program first, you build continuous improvement momentum first. The program can grow out of that. Myth 8, continuous improvement is the owner's job only. Myth 8, CI is the owner's job, the ops person's job, the CI expert's job. If everything depends on one person, when they're busy, CI stops. When they leave, CI disappears. Everyone else assumes this isn't my responsibility. That's not a system, that's a personality. What works instead? Yes, someone needs to lead CI and set the direction, but everyone needs to have a role. Frontline team members, surface problems, suggest improvements, help test new ways of working, leads managers, facilitate huddles, remove obstacles, coach people through problem solving. You, as the owner, set the vision and metrics, protect improvement time, model the behavior, asking questions, looking at data, focusing on process, not blame. Continuous improvement becomes part of what it means to work in your business, not just a task on your to-do list. Putting it together and call to action. Let's recap the 8 myths fast. 1. CI is a one-time project. Reality, it's an ongoing way of operating, like sales or customer service. 2. It's only for big companies or factories. Reality, any business with repeatable work and customers can use it, especially small ones. 3. It's just cost cutting and layoffs. Reality, real CI targets waste, not people, and should make work easier and more valuable. 4, we don't have time for it. Reality, you're too busy not to improve. Small, regular improvements buy back your time. 5, it's too complicated and technical. Reality, the basics are simple. Define problems, ask why, test changes, measure, standardize. 6, it will kill creativity and flexibility. Reality, good standards free up energy for higher level creative work. 7, we need a big program before we start. Reality, start with one process, one experiment, one small improvement. 8, it's the owner's job only. Reality, CI works best when everyone plays a role, from frontline to leadership. Here's your challenge. Pick the one myth that has been loudest in your head or in your team's conversations. Write it down. Then write your new upgraded belief next to it. For example, old, we don't have time for improvement. New, we'll make 15 minutes a week for improvement so we can get our time back. Then choose one small improvement to test in the next 7 days. Keep it tiny. Talk about what happened. Decide what you'll try next. Continuous improvement doesn't start with perfection. It starts with changing how you think about improvement and then proving to yourself one small win at a time that this way of working actually makes life easier. If this was helpful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which myth have you believed and what's your new belief now. Thanks for watching, and keep trading myths and excuses for systems and small steps that actually move your business forward.